And good afternoon, everybody. It is bang on 3 o'clock on Good Friday, the 18th of April. We're about to make your Good Friday a great Friday by telling you all of the amazing TV production that is happening right now in a very busy acting industry. Before we dive into that, if you've never seen us before, my name is Ross. This is producer Petch. Together, we run Act On This.tv, the TV Actors Network. If you're an actor and ultimately you want to earn more money out of your career, you don't just want to sit there dabbling, just waiting for powerful other people and chance to actually, give you a job or an audition or whatever, come and join the membership, Act On This.tv. We sit down every single week with the biggest casting directors, agents, actors, writers, directors and producers in the game, helping you push your acting career forward faster. So you get all the inside info, basically, and we're going to share, sort of inside info today, aren't we, Petch? How are you, mate? Good Friday? Great Friday? What?
Yeah, Good Friday. Good Friday.
Friday. It's a good Friday because he's finishing work in 2 hours. We've got another call. I can only keep this till going till 4 p.m. today. Well, 5 to 4. Because if you are an Act On This.tv member and you're tuning in live, we are going to be doing our Rapid Fire Friday session in the community hub over on Act On This.tv. That's something that we do every other Friday, 4 p.m. where we just have a little one-to-one little group chat with our members. We can help you in your career. Any questions you've got whatsoever going into the weekend, we want to help you finish the week strong. So come and join us for that. That's over in the community hub after this. Get a bit of music on, Petch. It's a bit quiet, isn't it? I like to get a bit of royalty-free dance pop going. But drop it down to like 9% or something like that. Sometimes it can get too loud. So let us know if you are tuning in live, by the way. Let us know, how you are doing. Let us know kind of like how you're feeling about the acting industry. We've been live over the last couple of weeks and we've actually kind of ripped apart a couple of articles that had some sensational headlines telling us sort of like, how bad things are or how the BBC are panicking and the industry's like, this whole survive till 25 stuff. We want to, sort of like show you the other side of that. And I want to show you the reality today of the number of films and high-end TV productions that are actually happening right now. Some will have been cast, some will be filming and casting as they go along the way. And there's even some, Petch, from this list that we're going to share. There's some productions that we know are happening right now in Manchester, Liverpool, London. Big high-end TV dramas that aren't even on that list as well. So there's even more. But I would love it if you are here live to just let us know, sort of like your feeling right now about the industry. The number of auditions you've had so far this year. Petch, you were auditioning just before your acting class the other night. I had a really good audition for a good contract on Hollyoaks, actually. Don't think I've got it. But I gave it a good go. We've been filming quite a lot of cell tapes though recently. I did a little stint on Daddy Issues on BBC. That's coming out later this year. But I feel it's been pretty busy this last few weeks, Petch. What's your feeling, mate?
Yeah, I've had quite a few commercial casting self-tapes come through. No TV or anything like that for me at the moment, but fingers crossed it's out there in the universe and it's coming my way. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people landing TV roles, getting a lot more self-tapes and stuff. It's certainly better than it was last year for sure.
Oh, 100%. And we've had a lot of casting directors on recently, and I just spoke to BAFTA-nominated actress Ruth Madeley before we went live, because she's our guest coming up next week, by the way. You'll know Ruth from Doctor Who. She's just about to go and shoot something really exciting in another country, but I don't know if we'll be able to talk about that next week or not. But I was just talking to her, and she was really excited as well. She was like, obviously, she's really well known and stuff. So you would think that, it was a lot easier for her. But she was saying like last year, wasn't a particularly great year, even for people, with profile, with nominations, with BAFTAs, Oscars, all this sort of stuff. People were fighting hard for work last year. But she's like, no, she's seen an awful lot more, in production. And I'll say it for the 10 millionth time. We know from the research we did last year and talking to commissioners at Netflix, that they had one of their biggest year ever for commissions and green light UK comedy and drama in their entire existence. So it is a good time to be an actor. So let me bring up this article. You can leave comments if you watch it on YouTube, by the way. Come over to youtube.com/Act On This TV. I can see people tuning in on Instagram. I can't bring your comments up, but Petch, we can read them out. If you tune in on LinkedIn, you can leave comments that we can bring up on screen. And if you're tuning in on X, we can bring your comments up on screen. But youtube.com/Act On This TV is where the main party is happening. So do come over there. It's a lot easier for us to get involved in the conversation with you. And who have we got comment-wise? Got a couple of comments coming through there, Petch. Slam them up. Let's say hello.
Tom is saying good Friday all. Let's do this.
Let's do this, Tom. Good to have you here, mate. Thanks for tuning in.
And
I can see Alex is here.
saying afternoon all.
All right, Alex. Thanks for chipping in on that voice reel question the other day, mate. I knew you had a voice reel done recently. Someone was asking in our community hub, like decent voice reel providers. I knew Alex had used Fiona Boylan at Cake Hole Productions, and she comes highly recommended. Anybody who's looking to get a voice reel sorted, do give her a little Google. Right, have you got this article up on your screen, Petch? Can you see that?
Let me have a look. Yes, it is there. Sorry, I was just looking at another website.
Oh, okay. Petch is doing a bit more research to add to this. I know what he's doing. So, yeah, this is Screen Daily. This was an article that I saw yesterday, folks, ultimately that triggered me to, not in a bad way, that triggered me to go, let's do a live stream tomorrow, Petch, to show people the good news. So this is from the 17th of April, just yesterday as we are live. Now, it says 2025 film and high-end TV productions shooting in the UK and Ireland, latest updates. And I was like, okay, right, let's just check this out. And you'll be surprised how much stuff is happening right now, particularly if you just listen to the naysayers all the time. And I hope when you see this list, you'll realise, one, some of the stuff you might have missed out on if it has been cast now. Two, some of the stuff that you can still probably get. You know, there's still some things here that are in production. But three, I just wanted to give you the motivations to go, this is probably going to continue. Well, it's not probably, it is going to continue throughout 2025 and into 2026 based on the number of things that were commissioned last year. So let's have a little scroll down here. And first of all, there's the set of Bridgerton. Obviously, Bridgerton's going again literally right now. It's in the middle of production right now. But it says here, Screen reveals a snapshot of the latest high-end TV and film production shooting in the UK for the big studios and streamers. It also says, please contact us here to add or update changes. So there's a couple of things we know we can add to this. So films, right? This isn't even like the high-end TV. There's loads of high-end TV, but films right now. I love the title of this one, Booking Fasted. Booking Fasted is in production right now. It says, based on the true story of twins who became obsessed with their neighbour. I mean, I don't know a lot about these productions, but director Werner Herzog, Cobalt Sky Motion Picture Group, Pigeon House Film Studios, Dublin. So this is going on in Ireland at the moment. This was filming from April ongoing. Kate Mara, Rooney Mara are casting that. Yeah, I think I can probably click on this and find out more about it. But we'll do that in a bit. I don't know if anyone here has heard of that before, but these are all like, these will be really well funded, like decent, I imagine cinema releases. I See Buildings Fall Like Lightning follows 5 childhood friends as they hit their 30s. That's started filming in April. That's ongoing. Joe Cole in that. So that's got big names in it. Daryl McCormack, Lola Pettigrew. Avengers. Is this what you like, Patch? Is this Marvel?
Yep.
See, I get confused.
It's going to be massive.
Well, why aren't you in this now? Doomsday. How can we get you in this?
Because I am not an already featured superhero.
But you are, Petch. Super Petch. You should just be in this. The 5th installment in the superhero franchise. Anthony and Joe Russo. Marvel Studios. Oh, yeah. I'm asking you if it's Marvel. It just says it there. So this started filming just in March then. So this has only just gone into production. Yep. Distributed by Disney. Robert Downey Jr., Paul Rudd, Ian McKellen. He seems like an approachable guy. He's always, on the internet doing nice things for people. Can we just give him a bell and just say, listen, Petch would love to be in this, Ian. Can we have a line on it?
Like, I know you're not a massive Marvel fan, but Marvel released a 5-hour live stream where all they were doing every 12 minutes they moved up to another chair, like one of those set chairs, and on the back of each chair was a actor.
Name. Right. Yeah. Oh, could you imagine if it just said
all of them?
Can you imagine if it said Petch on the back of a chair? We just, like Ian McKellen, Marvel. If you're listening, right, I feel like we owe this to Petch. He's basically been the biggest Marvel fan. He's the biggest Marvel fan that I know. He's wanted to be Spider-Man since he was 1 year old. How old?
Literally all my life. My name is Peter Petcher. Like it should be Peter Barker.
It's pretty close. Petch's name's really confusing, right? We know him as producer Petch, but he goes by Lee Petcher, but his actual name's Peter Petcher. So. I mean, that itself could be a Marvel story. So, Ian McKellen and Marvel, if you're listening or you're watching, because I know you tune into our lives regularly, can we get Petch at least one line on this new film, please? So that's happening. That's just gone into production in March. The Mummy went into production in March as well. That needs no introduction. Everyone knows the Mummy stuff. The Moment, what's this? Follows a pop star in the lead up to her first arena tour. Who's that got in it? Alexander Skarsgård, Rosanna Arquette. So that's going on in London. Started filming in March.
That's
Don't know
24, right?
Distributor A24, yeah. Lioness, an ex-Black Ops team reunites to rescue a missing girl. That started in March, as well as Kate Beckinsale in that. That'll be totally action-packed. An untitled Jack Ryan feature. I think I know what this is. But yeah, that's an Amazon new. I've definitely seen briefs go out for that on Spotlight, That started in March. That's ongoing. Goodbye June, whatever this is, a fractured group of siblings pulled together in trying times. That's got Kate Winslet's directing that. That started filming in March. Going to be distributed on Netflix. The Christophers, the children of a famous artist, forge his incomplete paintings. Oh, that's a good story, isn't it? Mm-hmm. If you imagine if your dad was like a proper famous artist, and then you're like, right, I'm just going to make loads of forgeries. If they come from his kids, people are proper going to believe they're real, aren't they? So that started filming in February. Ian McKellen again. Bloody hell, Ian. He's in everything. Michaela Cole. Nice. Jessica Gunning. Masters of the Universe. Is this He-Man? Yeah. It must be. Superhero feature based on the Mattel franchise. Let us know in the chat if you're here live, if you used to watch He-Man. And were you, freaked out by Mum-Ra? Because I was always a bit scared of Mum-Ra. He was for a kid's show, Mum-Ra was like... was a pretty dark kind of baddie, wasn't it? Most baddies in kids' shows you can sort of deal with, but Mum-Ra was a bit full on, I reckon.
Bit much.
Yeah, he was a little bit much for us. This article's on Screen Daily. I can see people asking where the article is from. Oh, hang on. I've put the wrong comment up, but I'll put this up anyway. Petch and I are making it into the MCU soon, apparently. It's like Jedi Conno. Well, I hope you are. You've got to get Petch in there. Who was it who was asking? Victoria Hines, where's this article published? Yeah, it's on Screen Daily, so you can check this out. I'm going to read it to you, though, Victoria. Don't worry about it. Got you covered. So, 3 Quick Breaths is another one. A soccer agent. Must be American. We'd say football agent, wouldn't we? A soccer agent desperately needs to get his star player one final payday. Vertigo are going to distribute that. They distribute a lot of stuff over here. And Danny Dyer is in that one. Do you know what, though? I think he's underrated, don't you?
Yeah,
I honestly think Danny Dyer does not get as much praise as he actually deserves. I think, people are just like, oh, he's just this Cockney guy and, EastEnders. He's not. He's really, really good. Danny,
just been nominated for a BAFTA, hasn't he?
Yeah. Danny, if you watch it, well, yeah, I guess we can't say he's underrated if he's nominated for a BAFTA, but I still think he's underrated. He should be he needs to win. He needs to win. I think historically he's been underrated, Petch. So, Danny, if you're watching, I know you tune in a lot. Come and do an Act On This Live session with us. That'd be great. Animal, a coming-of-age story set in a young offenders institute. Ashley Walters is directing this, hot off the back of Adolescence. Graham. Stephen Graham. Of course he is. They're just going to be like buddies for life now. Stephen Graham, Ashley Walters, Hannah Walters, Phil Barantini. They're just going to be taking over telly forever. But you know
what? They all love the young offenders stuff, don't they? Ashley Walters, Stephen Graham.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Young offenders straight off the heels of Adolescence. But they're all sound really, really top people. I did email Hannah to see if Hannah and Stephen would come and do a live with us. I hope they can. They've done one before. Fingers crossed they'll come back and do another one on Act On This. Supergirl. This is not Marvel. This is DC. That's the other one, isn't it? What do you prefer, Petch? You prefer Marvel, yeah?
Marvel, yeah.
Why is it better than DC then?
Marvel films and television, apart from Daredevil at the moment, is more lighter. It's more comical.
DC's dark.
DC's very, very
dark. Like The Dark
It's
Knight,
good.
I remember that.
It is good. It's just a different kind of audience, and I like comedy and just lightheartedness and stuff like that. But Daredevil at the moment is amazing. Check it out on Disney if you haven't.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you prefer Marvel or DC. Let's do a poll right now. Let us know which you prefer.
Just on this, you've kind of been called out here on Instagram, mate.
Oh God, what have I done?
Mum-Ra was Thundercats.
Oh God, yeah, it's Skeletor, isn't it?
Skeletor,
yeah, I've got it completely wrong. Yeah, Skeletor wasn't scary at all. Mum-Ra was Thunder. I was thinking, yeah, they're both quite similar, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I had it in my head that you were wrong, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
you're so confident with that. I'm like,
No.
maybe I'm wrong.
No, I honestly, do you know what? That just proves sometimes if you are really confident with what you say, people will believe you. But no, I hold my hands up. Who called me out on that? I apologise. Yeah, Mumra was Thundercats.
James Spoff.
James, I'm sorry, mate. Thundercats. I had a Thundercat sword, you know, and you pressed a button on it, and the little Thundercats logo lit up. And I honestly, this is no joke, I was about 4. I would go out into the garden and genuinely, secretly believe that I was like going, Thundercats, ho! Like I was actually calling the Thundercats. I tried it a few times and they never turned up. I was very disappointed. I thought, I've definitely been, John Lewis had done me over here. I thought I was getting a real Thundercats sword. But yeah, Thundercats, Mumra, Thundercats. They need to do a Thundercats film. I'll be in that. That'd be a good one. Right, so where are we up?
Chitara.
Yeah,
That's what
Chitara.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. You fancied Chitara. You fancied a cartoon character, Petch. That's how.
Hey, it's
That's
fine.
your life.
We all have. Jessica Rabbit.
Not, it wasn't for me. So Supergirl, Jason Momoa, Millie Alcock, they're smashing it. That was started in January. Okay, so that's still going though. Ladies First, romantic comedy about a chauvinist who wakes up in a parallel world dominated by women. Nice. That sounds funny. Netflix, Sacha Baron Cohen and Rosamund Pike. So that started production. That's ongoing. That started production in January. These are all films, by the way, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're going to go on to high-end TV in a minute, what's happening in the UK right now, because it is abundant. And I just hope after this, you're like, right, I'm not going to listen to all these naysayers just like telling me how bad the industry is and how everything's against me, because it's not. You know, whilst you're waiting, these guys are working. And not just the lead names. There'll be lots and lots and lots of roles up for grabs for everybody who's prepared to put the work in, get themselves in front of casting directors, reach out via email, via, you know, whatever way you want to market yourself. Get your spotlight profiles out there, get your show reels out there, talk to your agent, nudge them on these kind of things.
I think we need to speed up on this because I've got a load to go through as well.
Oh, have you? Right, let's go dead fast then. Okay, so 4 kids walk into a bank. Liam Neeson. Sounds like a joke, that, doesn't it? Liam Neeson, 4 kids walk into a bank. Where's the punchline? So Liam Neeson starring in that one. H is for Hawk.
But we've got a few to go through.
All right, Claire Foy. It's H is for Hawk. Plan B Entertainment. Is that Brad Pitt's production company? It is,
yeah.
Yeah. An untitled Alejandro. I can't even say that name. But basically, it's even the plot's under wraps. So it's a Warner Brothers film. Oh, that started a few months ago, actually. That's still going. That started in November and stars Tom Cruise. So that's still happening.
That's not another Mission Impossible, is it? They just keep him well under wraps.
I mean, I'd be happy. I'd be happy for it if it was. I enjoy Mission Impossible films. How do you say that, Petch? Anemone? I don't know how you say that.
I can't see that. It's too small on my screen.
Explores the relationships between fathers, sons, and brothers. It's filming in Manchester. Why do I not know about it? It's in Plan B's on this as well. It's for Universal, and it stars Sean Bean, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Samantha Morton.
When did he come back? I thought he retired.
Yeah, I did actually, yeah. Sean Bean's and everything, though. I saw him at the read-through for This City Is Ours, and I thought he was excellent. And now that's out, I thought This City Is Ours, brilliant, really good drama.
Did he die in it? He always dies in stuff, does Sean Bean?
I can't confirm or deny, Petch. Don't want to ruin it. I've already been called out for Mumra. I'm not ruining someone's. Not worried ruining somebody's plot there on This City Is Ours. But that's basically 18 films, folks, right? And there's more than that, right? We know there's other stuff going into production. Petch will fill us in a minute. He's finding some stuff as well. But let's go over high-end TV. So we run Act On This, the TV Actors Network. Yes, we cover kind of all screen work. Film's very important to our members. But TV is kind of where my passion lies, really. You know, I love TV, comedy and drama, and there's another 17 TV shows we're going to go through now that are in production right now. Go on, Petch.
Sorry, mate. Just before we do get onto TV, Natalie Harper over on Instagram has asked, "Hi both, would you have any advice on contacting casting directors about a period drama film if you don't have period footage?" My advice, before you jump in with yours, Ross, is to film a self-tape.
That would be mine.
Drama.
Yep.
Quick, easy, and done.
And it doesn't mean, you know, you have to go completely overboard with massive amounts of period drama costume and, you know, props and all this sort of stuff. A really high quality, well shot self-tape, well lit, great audio. If you want to know about kit, go to actonthis.tv/self-tape. Download our self-tape kit list, the stuff that we use. I really do believe we shoot really good looking self-tapes, Petch, you and I. Petch has got really good at lighting stuff. All of our kit is on that page, actonthis.tv/self-tape. But yeah, you know, you could shoot and literally a 90-second, it doesn't even have to be that, 60 seconds would probably be enough. Yeah. Period drama scene, you know, main thing probably period drama, just put your hair up like in period drama style. So go out and buy loads of costume and stuff like that. And just, you make sure, that scene you shoot is aligned to your type, where you would position yourself within a period drama. And then just get it out to people who cast period drama. I would certainly be sending that to Jill Trevelyan right now, because we had her on Act On This recently. She's the casting director for things like Downton Abbey, massive period dramas. And she's just about, I think she started work this month on a brand new, what they think will be the next big thing like Downton Abbey, and she's very well known for period drama, Jill, and she's bloody lovely. When she came and Acts On This, now I don't know if you've got a membership, I'm sure you have. Dive into the members area, watch that session with Jill. She gives her email address away. All of our guests do that, by the way, folks. Every time you jump on an Act On This session with the casting director, we'll dive into the casting director's office, tell you who's on their team, give everyone's email addresses away, show you, and they will tell you how you can, send your stuff to them, what they want to see, what they don't want to see. Ultimately, it's laid out on a plate. So Jill would be certainly someone that I would send that to as well.
The other thing to remember as well is that period drama now could be like the 90s.
I forget. Yeah, like
it doesn't have to be olden days like Victorian or Bridgerton or anything like that. It could be the 90s, so it depends on what period drama you're going for. But just self-tape, as Ross said, aligned to your day player type with a hint to the costume. You don't have to go overboard, and just get it out to the people casting that.
It's sobering to think that I was born in an era now where I could go back and film the 80s and it'd be period drama. Crazy. Right, TV. Check this out, folks. Keep an eye on the comments as well. Petch, slam them up on the screen if I need to know about them, because I'm looking at the article, not the screen. So, House of the Dragon, Series 3. Incredible show. Kate Rose James casts House of the Dragon. Third series of Game of Thrones spin-off, basically. Started filming this month for HBO. Stars Matt Smith, Emma Darcy, Olivia Cook, loads of our incredible cast, but doesn't really need an introduction. Huge show. New series of that started. I don't know how long they'll be into it in terms of casting. Shows always start filming before they've been cast. They always do. They'll always be shot in blocks, 2-3 episodes at a time, and block 1 will start before block 2 has been completely cast, and then block 3, especially for these type of shows that have, a high number of episodes. Industry, season 4, another been a huge, massive show. London banking drama. Produced by Bad Wolf, filming in Cardiff at the moment, started in March. Another huge show, the 4th season of that. Legends, a lot of people have been telling me about this. Well, I don't know a lot about
that.
What, Legends?
Yeah, because we are legends.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was going to say, is there something there? Is it set in Manchester? No, I've heard a lot about this. Steve Coogan stars in this. Based on the true story about a group of customs employees who infiltrated drug gangs. Very interesting story. Produced by Neil Forsyth, shooting in London and the north of England right now, and it started shooting in March. It's for Netflix. I'm sure that hasn't all been cast. I've heard of people auditioning for that really recently. I'm sure I have. Vision Quest, not heard of this one. Oh, Marvel Petch again. It's Marvel TV, mate, at Pinewood. What's this?
Vision Quest is the third in the trilogy. You had WandaVision, then you had Agatha Harkness, Agatha All Along, and now you've got Vision Quest, which is like the third, and that's following the exploits of White Vision.
Oh, right. I mean, I know nothing about that world, but why have we not got you an audition for this then?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if Spider-Man's going to turn up in that, to be fair. I'll only play Spider-Man.
Petch is only taking straight offers for Spider-Man, nothing else. That thing about one line that I said before, he's not doing that now. So if you're watching Marvel, we need an upgrade. But that started filming in March, just a month ago. Preschool. 2 fathers battle it out to get their children into an elite preschool. This is filming in London, started in February. It's still ongoing. Josh... how do we say his name? Duhamel. Michael Socker, he's in everything. Michael Socker's what else has Michael Socker just been cast in? Another... I can't remember. Just something else has come out this week that he's going to do. I think he's either started or he's going to do next. Antonia Thomas. But again, another big show. Criminal Records Series 2. I don't remember Series 1. What was this? The second series of the crime thriller following 2 detectives solving cold cases. So this is an Apple Plus, Peter Capaldi and Cush Jumbo, who was one of the people I first worked with at the start of my career, Petch.
Peter Capaldi?
Yes, Peter Capaldi. We're top mates. I've told everybody, haven't I, about the really embarrassing time I met Peter Capaldi on the first day of filming.
Yeah.
It was really bad, folks, right? We were on location. I was only a small role, but it was a good role. I was playing this police officer that had to tell
There
Peter
are no
Capaldi.
small roles.
There are only small actors, and I'm not one, so no. There are no small roles. My character had to go and tell Peter Capaldi that his son had died. I had to go around the house. He was married to Juliet Stevenson in the thing, not in real life, I don't think, anyway. And I was sat upstairs on location in this house. Peter Capaldi comes up the stairs, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Peter Capaldi. And he came in, and I was like, Peter, I'm Ross, really nice to meet you. And I put my hand out to shake his hand, but as I put my hand out, he put kind of like his hands in towards me like this, like a pinching kind of motion. And he was going to twiddle the radio. I had a police radio on my uniform. And he wanted to see if it was real, right? So I think he sort of like began to like turn the top of the radio. He's like, oh, that looks good. And as he sort of reached his hand towards me, I reached my hand towards him. But I ended up basically, because he wasn't going to shake my hand, I was going to shake his. I ended up just shaking his little finger. Like it was the most awkward, cringe moment of my life. Neither of us acknowledged it, and we just pretended it never happened. But it wasn't,
you wasn't say that story in the future. Like he was going to twiddle, like.
Oh right, yeah, no, nothing untoward at all. He's a stand-up guy. It was a great shoot. He was brilliant, and Juliet Stevenson was great as well. But it was really awkward.
I do think we need to do a live on this. I know you just said there, like off the cuff, but people
on
really
what?
have hang-ups over small roles. Oh, it's just a small role, like downplaying it. As you said there, you were telling him and his wife. That
it was, and
if you weren't in it.
I was in the trailer, mate. Happened. It was pivotal. I was in the trailer. My voice started the trailer off.
But this is what I'm saying. We need to stop. And a lot of actors do it. I've done it.
Yep, I just did it.
It's just a small role. It's just like stop downplaying it. You were auditioned for it. You were casting it, and you did it. Like it's a big chuffing role. So just be proud of it. But yeah, I think we need to do a live on that at some point.
Yeah, exactly. No, everybody, because we can still feel it. I went into do daddy issues, didn't I? Just in and out for half a day, and if you're not careful, you can still feel like, oh God, I'm only in this for a little bit, and you can put too much pressure on yourself. But no, you've beaten the competition. You deserve to be there. You're just as valid as anybody on set. Yeah, own it. Where are we up to then? So that was Criminal Record, Peter Capaldi. Half Man explores the relationship between two men over the span of 4 decades. Richard Gadd has written this.
I'm only a half man.
Yeah, you could be. You could play both roles, Petch, basically, to equal one man. It's filmed in Scotland. Your wife comes from Scotland. You could pop up there and stay with her family for a bit, Petch. February, started filming in February. It's for the BBC and HBO, starring Richard Gadd and Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell from the Billy Elliot. That was a cracking film. He's still doing all right. And Richard Gadd, what I like about him, he likes to write stuff and then put himself in it. Why would you not want to do that?
Do you know who else played Billy Elliot on stage?
Oh, not on stage. No, I don't. Did you?
Tom Holland, who's also Spider-Man.
And you want to be Tom Holland, don't you? We're gonna have to get you in Billy.
Tom Holland.
We're gonna have to get you in Billy Elliot now, and then you can go for Spider-Man after that. Runaway. I've been at the read-throughs for this. This is a fantastic drama created by Danny Brocklehurst, based on Harlan Coben. He's an incredible novelist, Harlan Coben, based on his book.
Harlan Coben.
Based on Harlan Coben.
Based on him.
Do you know what? You could base a drama on Harlan Coben. It'd be fascinating. The guy's written some of the best books in the entire world, and Netflix have been queuing up for years to just commission one after the next.
Just watching a guy write.
He might have other incredible things to share. I love Harlan Coben. He's a really top bloke. He's dead nice. I started reading in at his read-throughs for dramas when he did The Five. That was so many years ago. And since then, Key Street, the production company that make all of his dramas here. I don't know how many they've got a deal on or anything like that, or they just love working together. They just smashed out gem after gem after gem. They're all absolutely brilliant. But this started filming in January. It's still going though. We've not had the third read through yet. I've done read throughs 1 and 2. I presume there's a third read through going to happen. So this could still be casting. Isha Sahota is directing the second block right now. Stars James Nesbitt, Ruth Jones, Minnie Driver, who were all wonderful at the read through. Lovely people. And I'd love to get Jimmy and Ruth. I don't know if it'd be possible, but I'm going to see if Isha will put a word in and see if we could get.
Driver would be amazing to get on.
Oh well, that'd be incredible. But I can't tell you anything about it. But I don't know don't know how. Yeah, I can't tell. No, I can't tell anything about this. But yeah, anyone from that show, the cast is amazing, and I want to get Richard Fee on, who is part of the core four at Key Street. There's Harlan, basically. Nicola Schindler, who's just an amazing producer, head of Key Street. Richard Fee, another exec producer who's amazing. He's responsible for turning a lot of these books into screenplays. And Danny Brocklehurst, they're the four people. We've had Danny on, we've had Nicola on Acts on this. I've not had Harlan, but I will ask him. And I'd love to get Richard Fee on as well and just sort of learn about the whole commissioning process as well behind this sort of stuff, because that's something we don't talk an awful lot about, and we're not privy to as actors a lot of the time. So that's still happening. The Diplomat Series 3 follows the US ambassador to the UK as she attempts to navigate international crisis. All right, this is shooting in London for Netflix. Kerry Russell starring this. Started in December, so that's another one that must be plenty of episodes. Generally, if that's from December till now, it's going to be like an 8-epper. Yeah. Or something like that. Silo, Series 3, third series of the dystopian drama surrounding a community forced to live underground. I've not even seen series 1 and 2, but that sounds good. That's for Apple. That stars Rebecca Ferguson. Rebecca Ferguson, who was the singer Rebecca Ferguson? Or who knows? Tim Robbins. I went to school with someone called Tim Robbins. I don't think it's him then. And Common. Want Common a rapper?
Sounds like a rapper. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is. So I've got more popular culture than you for once, Petch. I think he might have been. Or maybe, let us know in the chat, I'm probably wrong. Out of the dust, a woman begins to question whether she is in a cult when an escaped prisoner arrives on her doorstep. No way. So that's shooting in the UK. That's been going for ages for Netflix. Molly Windsor, Frafi, and Asa Butterfield in that one. Bridgerton. Series 4, fourth outing for the Regency romance drama, this time focusing on Benedict Bridgerton. So that started filming like last year, but that's still going. I don't know how long that's going for, but I'm not sure if Kelly's got anything to cast in that. Kelly Valentine Henry, maybe they'll have a couple of little things left, who knows. There is a session in the members area on actonthis.tv with Kelly Valentine Henry talking all about casting Bridgerton.
That's like a period piece, isn't it? Modern period.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Down Cemetery Road, a woman hires a private investigator after a girl goes missing. Oh, that's starting. Did that start in June and it's ongoing now? Does it mean it's starting in June?
Well, it says June ongoing. Yeah, June 2024, because they're going down in years. Look, the next one's 2024 as well. Okay,
yeah. So Emma Thompson, Ruth Wilson, Seven Dials Mystery. Oh yeah, that started last year as well, but that's still going. That's an Agatha Christie adaptation, and then Slow Horses, season 5, series 5
good.
And 6. Yeah, I know. I need to.
Gary Oldman would be great to get on the site.
Gary, I know you tune in a lot. So if you're watching, Gary, please come and have a chat with us. That'd be good. But that's 17 shows there. Now we also know that After the Flood season 2 is going. What have you got on your end there, Petch, to add to this? Do you want me to stop sharing this?
A lot of this I don't have details for.
Yeah,
I've just got the title.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. You ready for this?
See if we've heard of any.
We May Regret This, series 2.
Yeah, well, we know the first series, so that's gone again.
But When We Dance, that's a TV movie.
Okay, I've not heard of that one.
The Rapture.
Yeah, The Rapture.
5.
So The Rapture's a drama that Ruth Madeley is going to star in. It was actually, that was commissioned. This is a really interesting story we're going to talk about with Ruth next week when she comes on, but that was commissioned in really like the early 2020s, like 2022 or something like that. And the BBC were after funding and stuff for it. But then when they got the funding, I don't know about the story exactly, and other people might know because I think it's based on a novel or something like that. But they need to film it in the summer. They can't film it at any other time because I think there's like a heat wave in it or something like that, and you can't fake it. So they just kept missing it. When they didn't have the funding, the season came around and they couldn't go. So now it's going to happen this year. But yeah, that's something that will go into production in a couple of months, I think.
Isle of Shite.
That is no shade thrown on the Isle of Wight. We don't know anything about that.
That's 3 times 60 minutes TV series.
Okay.
Pride and Prejudice. That's a 6 times 60 minute TV series. Harry Potter, obviously, the new one that's coming out.
Yep. Oh yeah, I know what, because I'd like to be in that. I'll take a little role in that. Amanda Land. Yep, that's going again.
Go Ed, series
Go
3.
Ed, season 3. Yeah, one of our members, Nick Dutton, has been in Go Ed.
Sherwood, season 3.
Yep, going again.
Woman of Substance.
Not heard of that one. Is that a TV movie or a series?
No, it's a series, 8 times 60 minutes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Smoggy Queens, series 2.
Yep, first season.
The other Bennett sister.
Yep.
Pierre.
Don't know what that is.
It's just a TV series. The Forsytes.
Yep, Forsytes.
Forsytes.
Oh, Forsytes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Betrayal.
Right. Can you tell us what these are in terms of movies or series?
At the moment, they're all series. They're all
right,
TV
everything's a series.
I'll tell you when it's a film.
Right, okay.
The Chelsea Detective, series 4.
Yep.
Then this one's a film, Blueberry Inn. Another film, The Queen of Fashion. Another film, Narnia.
Oh,
And another film, Breaking Cover.
So there's probably,
there's a lot, isn't there?
How many TV series did you just have there? I had 17 on my list. Plus we had what's it, After the Flood season 2, so that's 18. There's probably 30 high-end TV dramas.
Do you want me to have a look? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Just over 30
15, 16.
Yep.
16.
So, yeah, plus that says 34 TV dramas plus After the Flood, 35 and we're talking high-end TV drama. High-end TV drama means it will cost more than £1 million per hour. And yeah, 35 of those, plus there was 18 films on there, plus the films that you mentioned there. There's probably another 25 films and stuff in production. Ultimately, honestly, it's pretty busy, folks, right? Considering 2024 was this whole survive till 25 stuff, and we were saying in 2024, screw that, get more from 2024. There were still opportunities, we still did quite well in 2024. 2025 really is abundant. Honestly, TV has really made a big bounce back, and it's only going to get better. So please, get optimistic.
That's not even talking about your serial dramas and stuff like that are going on.
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah, exactly. You've got 5, mainstream serial dramas in the UK that are casting week in, week out. So yeah, we just thought we'd share that with you. Obviously, you can go to Screen Daily. You can check out Screen Daily's website. Shout out to them for compiling that list. That's really useful. We can't take credit for that. So shout out to Screen Daily for that. Go check that out there, and we'll keep you posted on other stuff that's happening that we hear about as well. That's something that we do at Act On This TV as well. Anytime members are auditioning for stuff, that's one cool thing when there's 1,000 people in our community is if you jump into our community hub, people will share information about what they're being seen for. People obviously sometimes need people to read in for them on auditions, so then you'll find out what's happening through reading in for people. But there's a lot of stuff going on, so I just hope that gives people kind of optimism and some positivity, because if you're not careful, we say it all the time, there's a couple of very loud, very negative voices in this industry that I just despise their ethos of just let's tell everybody how terrible it is, because it's not. I know there's some crazy things going on in the world right now, but on the grand scheme of things, there's still, on a whole, it's probably, there's never really been a better time to be alive, in terms of the opportunity that is out there for people if you want to focus, on what is right with the world as opposed to, what is wrong, and you'll always get what you focus on. So yeah, that is pretty cool. We'll take some Q&A. We can still hang out for 20 minutes, 23 minutes, something like that. Let me take you over to actonthis.tv, because I'm going to show you some stuff that's coming up for members. And if you're not a member and you want to learn how to get auditions for this sort of stuff that we just mentioned there, that's basically what we do week in, week out. We teach you how to land more auditions and more roles on TV, and we do that by bringing on the best names in the industry. So every single week we'll sit down with a top casting director, with a top agent, a top actor, a top writer, or even other industry pros. We did a banging session this week with, in my opinion, the best accountant in the industry for actors. Looks after Oscar winners, BAFTA winners, massive production companies. Glyn Jelly, he's my accountant. He's Petch's accountant now as well. And we did a session that honestly...
He's pieing me off at the moment.
He's too busy to meet with Petch. No, you need to just message him. Glenn's got time for everyone. He'll sort that out. It's just the start of a new financial year, isn't it? But Glenn did a session with us for 2.5 hours this week, and I promise you, if you remember and you watch it, it'll save you hundreds of pounds. There's stuff that we mention in there that I guarantee 99% of actors do not know. A lot of people here will not be self-employed, and they think they don't have to register as self-employed until they're making money from their acting career. And if that's what you think, you're completely wrong. With love, you're completely wrong. You are leaving hundreds of pounds on the table a year. Even if you're making no money from your acting career, but you do a normal job, a day job, and you pay tax in your normal job, you should be offsetting all of your expenses from trying to build an acting career and establish an acting career against your pay-as-you-earn income, which you can do, which you can legally do if you set up as self-employed. And that includes things like your spotlight, like an Act On This membership. Act On This membership for a year, 297 quid. Dirt cheap, right, for what you get. Coaching every single day in the acting industry, helping you get work. One job would pay for 4 times your membership, basically, for the year. But you could offset that 297 quid against the tax you're paying and your pay-as-you-earn income, and you would get 60 quid of that back. So your Act On This membership's not costing you 300 quid, it's costing you 240 if you register as self-employed. And we did a deal, didn't we, Petch, where we're like, look, to make it a no-brainer for people, we're going to get Glyn to register every Act On This member who wants to be registered as self-employed for free, to just suffocate excuses. There is no excuse for you not to take your business seriously as an actor when I've got my own accountant to pledge to register every Act On This member who's not self-employed yet, to register them for free as self-employed. We do lots of other more normal sessions that aren't just about accountancy. So we had casting director Jade McCabe on, talking about how to win thousands from TV commercials the week before. We had voiceover man Peter Dixon explaining how to win thousands of pounds from voiceover as well. If you've not explored voiceover and you're an actor, you've already got about 70% of the prerequisite skills to be a voiceover artist. You need to check that session out. Petch, we do a table talk podcast, don't we? We had casting directors Emma Sylvester and Jessica Jeffries on the week before that. They're casting a massive animation for Netflix. Robbie O'Neill, one of the stars of Adolescence, the drama that has took over the world in the last few weeks, was on the week before that. Simon Higgins, top casting director the week before that. We just bring on the best people. There's a brand new ITV drama coming out imminently called Code of Silence. We had the director of that, Diarmuid Goggins, on talking about that. Please do watch that. It looks amazing. Agents like Natalie Payne, Showreel Surgery, All Creatures Great and Small, casting director Shiraz Ahmed. There's 100 features in the members area, basically, you get access to literally right now if you became a member. And I'm just going to show you what's coming up. And I'm going to play you a little video I just filmed. Oh, what's going on there? Put the wrong address in.
The site can't be reached, mate.
Because I've not put a dash in it. How about that? This should work. Boom. If you go to actonthis.tv/live, you can check out our live schedule. I'm going to be adding names to this as well. But yeah, we've got Ruth Madeley, BAFTA-nominated actress Ruth Madeley, on with us this coming Thursday night, the 24th of April, 7:30 p.m. Ruth is super positive, Petch, isn't she? She's an eternal optimist. Ruth has faced a shitload of adversity in her life as well. She was born with spina bifida, as grown up, with real adversity around a physical disability. And he's absolutely crushing it. Has always been so positive and just can-do attitude, hard worker, proper grafter. Let me play you the little trailer that I just shot with Ruth. Because if you get a membership to Act On This, you can come and join us live for this. I can bring you on camera. You can have a little chat with Ruth if you want.
Just whilst you're doing that, Jenny Hardacre over on Instagram has said, I've got so much to catch up on. This is so exciting, and I can't believe how affordable it is for all this value.
Jen, you're a ledge, and I didn't pay her to say that. Jen's been a member of Act On This for quite a while. Jen, honestly, we've had some banging calls on. Really, really good stuff. Over this bank holiday weekend, get a membership if you've not got one. You treat it like Netflix. It's the Netflix of the acting industry, basically. If you want to learn how to bag more auditions, earn money out of this industry, it's all we focus on, the business of the business. I don't teach you how to act because I know 90% of people watching this are already good enough to be landing, those first few roles on TV. So we teach you how to turn that craft ultimately into a job, and just start earning money from what it is you want to do.
Turn the craft into cash.
Yeah, turn that craft into cold, hard cash. Right, I'm going to take us off screen for a sec, Petch. Can you stop the music a second, mate? I'll take us off and we'll play this little trailer of Ruth out to tell you what we're going to be discussing on Thursday night. Right, see you in a sec, Petch. He's gone, I'm going. Check this out. Actors, as always, I am on a mission to help you land more TV work this year and also spread some much needed positivity in the world right now. This week's Act On This.tv live mastermind session covers both of these bases, and I would love, obviously, for you to join us. It's taking place on Thursday, the 24th of April at 7:30 p.m. on Zoom with this incredible actress here, star of smash hit dramas like BBC's Doctor Who, Night Sleeper, Years and Years, ITV's The Long Shadow, Joy on Netflix. She'll soon be starring in upcoming BBC drama The Rapture. The credits just go on and on. It's BAFTA-nominated Ruth Madeley. Ruth, it's amazing to have you back on Act On This. What are we going to be covering this time, then?
So much, as always. It will be a long one.
Yeah.
Because I just love to talk. I'm going to be talking about my latest projects that I've been on. So the Doctor Who and the Doctor Who spin-off, which is The War Between.
Yeah.
So that's fun to talk about. And also upcoming stuff that's terrifying me to film, but also great, and how pressure is a privilege. Yeah. And I'm always terrified. But that's a good thing that I'm always terrified. And then also just really to celebrate the massive uptick in things that are actually getting made at the minute.
Yeah.
There was always like this massive survive till 25 mentality for the past couple of years. Yeah. And now we're in 25 and now it's happening.
Now it's time to thrive.
Things are looking better. Things are looking better. So we're going to talk about that. And also just the work I've been doing that's not on screen. So writing and producing, developing, and going through that whole experience, the good, the bad and the ugly. So really excited to share my experience in that.
I love it, and we'll take questions. If you join this live, folks, I might be able to bring you on camera. You can have a little one-to-one with Ruth. But yeah, I know, Ruth, there'll be a lot
Come and have a chat.
Come and have a chat. Yeah, definitely. There'll be a lot of members of Acts On This, or people who want to join, come and join us if you're not a member, who have got ideas. They're actors and they have got ideas for their own shows and stuff, and they do want to write, their own TV series or whatever. You're in the process of doing that. Obviously, it's not super straightforward. There'll be a lot of stuff you're learning right now. We can share all that with people, the reality of getting your ideas out of your head into a script and onto screen. So there's so much to cover, folks. If you want to get involved in this, get yourself over right now to actonthis.tv/live for full details of this session and every session. Every week this year, we are sitting down with the biggest casting directors, agents, actors, writers, directors, producers, the best people in TV, helping you push your acting career forward faster. So actonthis.tv/live to get your seat. And then, Ruth, I think you probably answered this before, but I'm going to ask it again. Why don't actors want to miss this session in particular?
I mean, who would want to miss you and I? Chatting, like, literally, it's the best feeling. Look, like I said, the past couple of years have been really, really hard in the industry. So I think this is the perfect opportunity to really celebrate the change in the season. Yeah. Absolutely. And celebrate stuff that is happening and movement that's happening. So, and look, I'll obviously say something embarrassing at some point. So you might as well come and witness it firsthand. But no, it's going to be a really good session. And you know me, incurable optimist. Yeah. So absolutely. That's what I love. All the good feels. All the good feels. Yeah, it's what I love about getting Ruth on. We are going to make, once again, positivity way, way louder. Be there. actonthis.tv/live. Boom! actonthis.tv/live. Go get your membership if you want to join us live, and potentially jump on camera and have a little chat with Ruth. She's brilliant, isn't she, Petch? She's always just so solutions focused and positive, and it's just a really inspiring session. Like, it's why we did this live today. Hopefully, just to give you some motivation back, some inspiration back, to go, look, there's a lot happening. Let's help you get yourself out there to get a piece of that action. So, join us Thursday night if you can. And anyone who's not a member, all those sessions that I showed you before, there's 100 actually already in the members area from the last year with the biggest names in the game that you get instant access to the second that you actually get a membership. So there's plenty to watch and listen to this weekend. We give you the video and the audio. So if you're out walking the dog, you're having a picnic in the park or whatever over the bank holiday, you just pop your earphones in and just listen to the audio. You don't have to sit there and actually watch the recording of the video. And so we've got about
showreel surgery, and you need to watch that video.
Yeah, showreel surgery. Watch it, because listening to that would be pointless, because we're describing how to make people's showreels better, and we dissect people's showreels, and we're like, look at this scene here, move this. You need to see it. We've got 6 minutes before we've got to go in Rapid Fire Friday for our members, Petch. Any questions coming in on the old YouTube, or any comments
from people. Let us know if you've got a question you want to ask. We can throw it up on the on the screen. Oh, Victoria
said my daughter had a self-tape for Narnia. Didn't get it though, but great to be seen at least.
Yeah, on every tape is a real. God, I mean, that's another thing when you jump into the membership and you listen to the casting directors that we have on, and you come and join the sessions, you will see firsthand. You'll hear from them how many actors are submitted for each role, how many actors they actually ask to self-tape, and then obviously how many actors they'll get back for recalls and stuff. And just to be asked for a self-tape, you've probably been whittled down from well over 1,000 to less than 30. So that's a massive win in itself. And we're talking 30 at the higher end as well. Sometimes they'll just do 15, 20 self-tapes, and then they'll do recalls from that. So, yeah, it's an absolute win. Honestly, every opportunity you get, you've got to look at that as like, you've already won by getting seen. And you do a good job, whether you get the role or not, that casting director will see you again. Best of luck to your daughter, Victoria. Was it Victoria, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be seen again. But, yeah, good job.
Leslie over on Instagram says, love Ruth Madeley. Will be keen to watch.
Tune in, Leslie. Get yourself involved. I can maybe jump you in on a little one-to-one with Ruth if you want to say hello.
Leslie has just asked a question as well, just as I was saying that. She said, when can you add credits on IMDb Pro? Do you have to wait until it's transmitted?
Right. Well, first of all, on Spotlight, I had my credit in literally the second that I finished the job, folks. And when you do that, it's pretty cool because I just filmed Daddy Issues, like I said, about 3 weeks ago, something like that, a BBC comedy. I'll whack that on my Spotlight now, basically, as a 2025 credit. It's likely to come out in 2025, so it'll stay a 2025 credit. But if I film that at the end of the year, so like November, I put it on straight away, Leslie, and I get a 2025 credit, right? And then as soon as January rolls over, that'll go straight on for 2026 because it's not going to be out until 2026. So you start in the year, like with a brand new up to date credit. I think you've got poetic license to do that. In terms of IMDb, normally, obviously, your credit gets added when the production company adds it for you, so you don't normally have to do that. You probably could add it via IMDb Pro, but I don't know in terms of adding it to the official project if it would. I don't know if they have to vet it or like you have to. Normally, anytime I've added credits myself for an actual TV show, they've wanted evidence patch, so I have to like screenshot the credits or send a screenshot of a contract or something like that so they know it's legit. So I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you can create your own CV, can't you, on IMDb Pro? So you could probably add it straight away, Leslie. If you can, do it because there's absolutely no reason not to. You've done the job. That's your credit, regardless of even if it gets aired or not. If I put Toxic Town on my Spotlight because I filmed that 2 years ago. I had 2 great scenes. I got cut out of it. It's still on my CV though because I did the job. I auditioned for it.
This is probably nothing to do with you, Leslie, so it's absolutely fine. But my only concern would be, don't do it if it's a spoiler for an upcoming film or anything like that. So say like you were cast as the next villain in a Marvel film and they've purposefully not released that villain's going to be in that film. People will find it on IMDb and then that will like spoil the whole entire film for them. So yeah, as long as it's not a spoiler thing, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, if you just played Karen, I mean, no one's going to know who Karen is or anything like that. I mean, you'd be fine there. But if you played, I don't know, Batman or something like that, don't spoil anything. Anything you've signed an NDA for, basically. I mean, Spotlight's a bit different because Spotlight's behind a wall. Effectively, it's not publicly accessible. So IMDb is publicly accessible and it'll be indexed by Google, whereas Spotlight isn't. But chat with your agent, see what they think. But when it comes to Spotlight in particular, I always get my credits on the day that I've finished filming it. Get it on there.
You're on set putting it on.
Yeah, I'm in catering just to getting my dinner, putting myself on a Spotlight with a selfie. Look, I'm not the selfie. I'm joking. But yeah, good. Congrats, Leslie, for a gig. That's fantastic. Right, we've got 2 minutes. If there's anything else, I'll just have a look at the comments.
No more questions, but Victoria has said, can't wait for the showreel surgery because that's coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, and we've also got Spotlight surgery. So we've got the team at Spotlight are coming on to run a Spotlight surgery for our members where we're going to dive into members' Spotlight profiles and make sure that they're as banging as they can be for 2025. We're going to be looking at your headshots, looking at the media you have on there, looking at all your profile fields, your bases, or everything you can basically put on your Spotlight profile is searchable by casting
directors. So if you're not utilising every section of it, you're doing yourself a big disservice. So we will make sure that you know how to do that, and we're going to actually dive into specific members. I'll put like a Google form out. I'll send it via email to all of our members. You can put yourself in the mix, and we'll pull out 3 or 4 at random, and we'll get Mel and the team. Joe's coming on from Spotlight to go over, you know, everything that you need to know about your Spotlight profile, and also to tell you about some really cool happenings at Spotlight that I won't spoil now, but there are some new developments going on at Spotlight that I think all actors will be very happy with, so we're going to discuss those on the night as well. It's in a couple of weeks' time, isn't it? Yeah. We will we'll see you on that one, and obviously showreel surgery is happening as well the week before that one as well. So we're going to make sure your showreel. It's either before or after, but we're basically going to make sure that your Spotlight and your showreel is absolutely banging for the second quarter onwards of this year. Amazing. Well, we'll love you and leave you, folks. But yeah, I hope you're having a great bank holiday. Have an amazing bank holiday weekend. If you are a member of ActOnThis.tv right now, come over literally now. If you're live, come over into the community hub. Petch and I are going to be doing our Rapid Fire Friday session there, where we will answer any questions on your career for the next hour. We do that every other Friday. Anything we can help you with, jump in on the video call there, and we'll be able to help you as much as we can. So that's that. What should I end with? Oh, hang on. I've got another trailer. Let's end with this. There's one other session that I've not played a trailer out for we did recently. That one with Josh and Jade on commercial castings. That was really cool. Looking at how to make money, basically, out of commercial castings. How to win £1,000 out of commercials, TV commercials as an actor. The full session is it's over 2 hours, isn't it? It's in the members area. Again, right now, we did this a couple of weeks ago. So, this is in there for you to watch over this bank holiday weekend. So I will... play that now, and if you're not a member, sign up and you'll get instant access. Right, let's go, Petch. We've got people to see. Until next time, love to everybody. Have an amazing weekend. See you next week or something. 3, 2, 1, Petch. Bye for now. Nice one, folks. Oh, hang on. I can't do it elegantly, can I? Because I've got to take us off and then play this. Right, Petch, go and open up the live room. I'll see you in a sec. I'll take myself off and we'll play this. One of the industry's top commercial casting directors and her current casting assistant is Jade McCabe and Josh Allcroft.
Thank you for having us.
Tonight, we are going to dive deep into the world of commercial casting. We're going to discover how you guys choose the actors you want to audition. We're going to learn how to get on your casting radar for all of your projects. And of course, get all of the secrets to smashing those auditions so we actually book the job. So some of the global brands that you have worked with when it comes to commercials: Puma, Adidas, Nexon Tires, Porsche, Disney. Let's look at your showreel, Jade.
They actually got paid and they got a cruise for free. That was part of the deal.
How do you find, then, the actors that you want to bring in or you want to get to tape?
For a commercial, I'll send it out to everybody, and I'll send it out to actors who are direct on Spotlight as well.
What is it that makes you go, right, let's bring them in or give them a tape?
The headshot is so important, and I know a lot of actors know this already, but when we're looking at the headshots, there's so many that are not great.
Often commercial castings can be improv-led with no script. How can actors nail these kind of auditions?
I'd always do one, a bit more low-key, a bit more neutral, and then I'll go one a lot bigger, just so the director, the client, the casting director can really see that difference.
So this is your latest Porsche ad.
That very slight, small reaction, that's all we wanted in the audition.
Reaching out to you guys via email and making an impact.
Can I just tell you one thing maybe not to say?
What are most commercials paying in a 2025, 2026 world then?
3 to 5 grand, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say that, yeah.
I know it's really tight at the time, but if you do want the job, it is worth just putting the extra little bit into it.
No one else can bring your energy and your personality, so just be yourself.